Hello everyone and welcome back. And if you're new here, I'm glad you're here. Here in this video, I'm going to do a better explanation of how I make the leaf parts. After making the initial loop, that very first loop goes underneath the wire to create the next loop. And each one keeps going that way, always going underneath. Here I am using the round nose jeweler pliers and making the loops one after the other approximately the same size. Always twisting the same direction and twisting underneath the wire to the left. Here I'm demonstrating the speed tool, always doing the same thing, twisting the same way, and the wires going underneath to the wire on the left. Now, like usual, I start twisting up the base of the trunk first to just get it started. Once I have the base of the trunk twisted out, then I start with separating out the branches and getting those sorted out, which I'm trying to do more random and less planned sometimes. By more random and less planned, I mean not really counting out each individual wire, just grabbing a bunch. With the basic set of the shape of the tree set, now it's time to start twisting out branches. So for this tree, I decided on using a light purple for the tree trunk and a light pink for the leaf parts. Now I'm going to speed things up with putting the leaf parts on, as each one is the same, just twisting them on one at a time. Something I've noticed is I often have my hands in the way of what I am doing. I need to figure out a better way of filming these for you. And with the leaf parts done, it is now time for the base. The original base idea I had to scrap due to technical issues, but I will revisit it another time on another tree. I took a square piece of wood that I had and spray painted it a satin black. Went and picked a few random stones and just placed them and then made sure that the roots would fit around them. Just randomness. Once I kind of had things set how I wanted, I carefully took the tree off and started using some Mod Podge to glue the stones down. And with the stones glued down, then it was time to Mod Podge the entire top surface of the piece of wood. Once the block of wood was covered in Mod Podge, then I just sprinkled randomly around some little stones that I'd collected and just threw some in there here and there willy-nilly. After I was done with the little stones, then I covered the rest of it with a very fine sand that I had collected. Once the sand was in place, I glued it down with some watered down Mod Podge. The watered down Mod Podge wasn't spreading very well, so I sprayed with some isopropyl alcohol, which helps break the surface tension of the glue and helps it spread around, and this worked great. It hasn't worked in the past, I think maybe because I did the glue first, then the isopropyl alcohol, so maybe it's the alcohol first is the trick. And once that was done, it was time to put it out in the garage to dry. And once it was dry, I painted over the whole thing again with the satin black paint. And now it's time to drill a small hole in the middle to put my little peg to hold the tree in place. A quick dab of glue in the hole and the peg is glued in place. Not that the tree would probably go anywhere, but a little bit of glue on the peg also helps hold it in place. And now the final touches of getting the leaf parts and the branches all put into position to finish the tree off. Thank you everyone for watching, and I will see you in the next video.